Hi friends, welcome to Beautifully Bookish Bethany. Today is the start of my July book haul. If you're not familiar, I do these vlog style, which is fun, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, so I unbox books as they arrive throughout the month. You can see what I'm getting from publishers, things I'm pre-ordering, things I'm buying for myself, etc. And it's always a lot of fun, so we'll see what arrives this month. I also use these videos as an opportunity to track how I'm doing with reading down my TBR. So we're going to start by taking a look at my own TBR stats for the beginning of the month, and then at the end of the video we'll see what progress I made or reversal I made, well, depending on how the month goes. Hopefully progress. So let's take a look at where we're at as of the beginning of July. As of the beginning of the month, my owned audio TBR was at 182 audiobooks, which is up 5 from the beginning of the year. Not great, but slightly better than it was at the beginning of June, so we'll call it a win. In terms of my owned ebooks, it is 68, which is up 1 from the beginning of the year. And then looking at my physical books, which is really where I want things to improve, we're at 462, which is down 26 from the beginning of the year, but still up from the lowest point that it's been. So my birthday month did some real damage to my progress, and I'm still working to recoup that. So hopefully in July we can make some good progress on those numbers. With that said, I've got 2 books to share. I have a package that came in the mail from Macmillan and a book that I purchased for myself. But first, I'm going to send you to Bethany of the Future with a very special book unboxing. Look what arrived, a package from PETA Entertainment. We're going to open this up. Very pleased to say that this video is being sponsored by PETA Entertainment ahead of a Kickstarter they're doing for a really cool comic book. It's the 2nd volume in a series, and they are sending me the 1st volume so I can unbox it and show it to you. I've worked with them before on a Kickstarter for this really gorgeous fantasy graphic novel, Olivia, The Edge of Origins. If you remember that, I love it. It's African-inspired fantasy, beautiful illustrations. I was such a fan. This is for a different series that's a little bit more adult than Olaju, but still really cool. So let's go ahead and dig into this. Again, Volume 1 is available now, and the Kickstarter for Volume 2 launches today. All those links are below if you want to go and support them. So let's open the package. Ooh, nicely packaged and protected. All right, there she is. This is Chioma, Curse of the Jangora, Volume 1. Whoa, did we go forward in time again? Is my hair different? Weird, but I now have photos from the Kickstarter for Chioma Volume 2, and I have actually read the entire 1st volume, so I wanted to come back in here and tell you a little bit more about this. Chioma is this really cool, epic medieval fantasy set in West Africa. It follows a powerful woman named Chioma who is a warrior with mystical abilities, who is part of this elite assassin force with a priestess leading them. But perhaps she's been deceived about who they really are and who they really serve. It is a sweeping tale full of politics and betrayal. Heads up that it is quite violent. This is more for an adult audience or maybe older teenagers. Unlike Olaju, which I mentioned earlier, I absolutely love this and it's family friendly. This is not family friendly, but it is excellent. I read Volume 1. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in Volume 2, and you can purchase your own Volume 1 right now and go today to support the Kickstarter for Volume 2 to see it come into existence. Y'all know that I care a lot about representation in literature, and I really like supporting small businesses and indie comics creators like PETA Comics, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well. It's really cool what they're doing, using these stories that are inspired by African mythology, but telling these sort of epic, political and fantastical stories for adults and for children. Indie publisher right now, but they've got a lot of cool stories to tell. So I hope you guys will go and check out Chioma, pick up Volume 1. You can either get the physical copy or the ebook, and go support the Kickstarter so that they can make Volume 2 and we can see what happens next in the story, because I want to see what happens next. Here are some images from Volume 2 so you can get a sense of some of the art style and what's to come. It looks really exciting, and we definitely left Volume 1 on a cliffhanger. Go check it out, support it if you can. If you got someone in your life who is into these kinds of comic books, or if you're into reading them yourself, Highly recommend. I think the quality of these is really great as well. It's like 120 pages. Olaju is also just gorgeous. I think they do a really good job delivering the product they say that they're going to deliver with the Kickstarter. Oh, one other thing I did want to mention is if you want to get a taste of the vibe and art of Chioma, they did make kind of I don't know what you would call it, a video comic, like a moving, it uses like the graphics. I think there's a word for it. I don't know what the word is, but it basically takes the art from this and makes it move a little bit and do voiceover as a video that you can watch. They did that for issue 1 of this comic book. So this is a bind up of the first 4, I think 3 or 4 issues of the comic, but issue 1 they have that, and I think they're going to be doing more as well. So I'll try to find the link for that down below if you want to go and check it out. Kind of do a taste test of whether you vibe with the storytelling. It is very violent, so like if you have a problem with a lot of gore, it may not be the one for you. Olaju might be the one for you, but I'm really invested, and especially in later installments, the twisty politics gets very interesting. So suggest you go and check it out. Links are all down below. Thank you again to PETA Entertainment for sponsoring this video, and I'm gonna send you back to Bethany of the past at the beginning of July. And we're back. I really love PETA Comics. I've worked with them before. I love what they're doing with graphic novels, and I like to support indie companies if I can, so I hope you will go and check out that Kickstarter. I do have one book that I opened because I wanted to include it in my monthly wrap-up. This is Before We Were Trans, A New History of Gender by Kit Hayam. I actually listened to this as an audiobook in June. I had an audio influencer copy from Libra FM, so thank you to them, and I just thought this was such a fantastic book, I decided to go and buy myself a copy. Here it is. It was on sale too, which was nice. But I think if you are looking for a book that is academic but written in a really accessible way about the history of transness and of gender identity, tracing its roots thousands of years back, to be honest, perhaps the main thesis of this book is that being trans or being non-binary has been portrayed as this like very new leftist thing when in fact it's not. It's been around for a very, very long time across multiple cultures. So I think this is really good. I liked it. I thought it was nuanced. It was intersectional. It was thoughtful and thought-provoking, and I wanted a finished copy for myself. So I would suggest checking it out if that sounds up your alley. Then I've got this package from Macmillan. I am not sure what it is, so let's find out. Oh no! Oh no! So they sent me another copy of Witch King by Martha Wells. Oh man, I've got to say this, I didn't get on super great with this. I really love other books from Martha Wells. I'm not sure why I was sent 2 copies of it, but hopefully other people will do better with it. I've seen some people say that they think that it's better read physically than as an audiobook. That may improve your experience with it. I love some of her other books. This one I just didn't get on well with it. Maybe it was a little bit convoluted, and I just never really connected with the characters or the story. The premise is interesting, and the ideas behind the world are really interesting, so I wanted to like it better than I did. I didn't hate it, and I think there are people who are enjoying this better than I did. So it's about an immortal demon who's been killed, but his consciousness is now coming back. And so it's got multiple timelines. It's got 2 different timelines, past and present, which I think is part of what gets so confusing about it. But it follows this guy named Kai, and why was he imprisoned? What's going on with politics and whatnot. So one thing I did appreciate about it is it's set in a very queer norm and gender queer norm society, so that's cool. I like Martha Wells. I wanted to love this more than I did, and maybe y'all will, but thank you to Tor for the additional copy of the book. All right, I'll be back when I have more stuff to share. I got back from vacation a couple nights ago and came home to a big stack of mail. Most of it is publisher mail, a pre-order, my book of the month box, some other fun stuff. So we're gonna open it, and of course I did buy a book on vacation because I usually like to check out local indie bookstores. This time around I went to Edgartown Books on Martha's Vineyard Island, and the book that I picked up was Chef's Choice by T.J. Alexander. This is the second book by T.J. Alexander. They wrote Chef's Kiss, which I really enjoyed, and this sounded even better. It's a rom-com with fake dating and 2 trans characters. So this sounded cute. I saw it on the shelves and I picked picked it up. This was my vacation pick. Then I do have a pre-order that arrived from Barnes & Noble. So let's open that. It's not usually in this kind of packaging. Yay! Okay, this sounded so cute. Role Playing by Kathy Yardley. So this is a rom-com with nerdy older adults. Maggie is an unapologetically grumpy 48-year-old hermit, but when her college-age son makes her a deal, he'll be more social if she does the same. She can't refuse. She joins a new online gaming guild led by a friendly healer named Otter, so nobody gets the wrong idea. She calls herself Bogwitch. Otter is Aiden, a 50-year-old optimist using the guild as an emotional outlet from his family drama, caring for his aging mother while his brother plays house with Aiden's ex-fiancée. So they become virtual friends and then have a romance. This sounds so fun and cute, so I had to pre-order it. Then I've got 3 packages from Macmillan. I think they're all from Tor, so thank you to them. They're always very good to me. First, let's open this one because I think I know what it is, and it's a book I love that I'm very excited they were sending me a finished copy of. See if I'm right. Yeah. Y'all, I mean, you've heard me gushing about it. Yep, it is Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle. I had an e-arc on NetGalley. I loved it. If you missed the... Ooh, I love it. Look at the bug on the cover. Nice. This is so great. If you missed my vlog where I read this, I will link it up above. But yeah, this book was fantastic. One of my favorite things I've read this year. Thank you to Tora for sending me a copy, and I'm so excited because I have tickets in August to go see Chuck Tingle and N.K. Jemisin. Did they make this event just for me? Possibly. I'm very excited. So, yay. Changed the battery. Next, let's open this one. Should have just changed the battery before I started filming, but well. Yeah, this doesn't want to open. There we go. What is that? Ooh, yay! Okay, I think I did get an email about this, and it sounds really good. The Ginbot of Shantiport by Samit Basu. This goes on sale in October. I love the cover, and I remember that the premise sounded really cool. An exuberant new sci-fi adventure with heart that reads like a mashup of Aladdin and Murderbot with gloriously chaotic results. Listen, that sounds great. I'm so excited. It sounds amazing. Thank you to Tor.com. Very excited for that. And then my other package from Macmillan. Yay! This is exciting, y'all. Woo! Starling House by Alex E. Harrow. I love this cover too. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a gothic novel, and I think this one is gothic. A grim new tale from Alex E. Harrow about a small town haunted by secrets that can't stay buried and the sinister house that sits at the crossroads of it all. Kat Howard called it a smart, spectacular, contemporary gothic that will leave its roots in you and linger in your dreams. This is very exciting. I'm super excited. I will say I've been very hit and miss with Alex E. Harrow, but it's like high highs and low lows. I seem to either love her books or really not like her books, so I'm hoping Starling House is a hit. Thank you, Tor. Then we have my Book of the Month box. Y'all know the spiel. I have a non-affiliate link down below that you can use if you want to join them, and I think it gives me a free book, but people don't use it that much. It's fine. They changed their boxes. I don't know if this is permanent, but maybe. And I did get one add-on this month, so let's see what we got. I don't like this new setup though, because it puts the address like right here. It makes it hard to open it for camera. Okay, hold on. Ta-da! Okay, now we can open it. Jeez. All right, I went a little outside my typical comfort zone, but I will say, you know why I like Book of the Month is this is usually where I get a lot of my thrillers that I try, or maybe historical fiction, like genres that I don't read a lot of, but I want to dip my toes in, I feel like it's a nice, pretty low cost way of doing that. So that's part of why I like it. So as an example, we're trying some historical fiction this month. The First Ladies by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray, a novel about the extraordinary partnership between First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt and civil rights activist Mary McLeod Bethune, an unlikely friendship that changed the world, from the best-selling authors of The Personal Librarian. It sounds interesting. The reviews look good. This seems like the kind of historical fiction I might be into, so I decided to grab a copy. And then, after a couple of disappointing books, I'm very excited that Riley Sager is returning to a Gothic novel, and so far I've seen some very good reviews from a couple people that I trust, so I'm hoping I will really enjoy this. The Only One Left by Riley Sager. A deliciously twisty and addictive Gothic chiller about a young caregiver assigned to work for a woman accused of a Lizzie Borden-like massacre decades earlier. It sounds great, so let's hope it is. Lastly, I'm surprised at how quick this came, honestly. I have my third book box from the Brandon Sanderson Kickstarter. As per usual, what I've been doing is doing shorts where I do an unboxing and flip through. So I will do that again for this box and include it here so that you can see all the beautiful illustrations if you don't mind being spoiled. But yeah, they're really gorgeous books. I'm also trying to actually read them, which I just finished the second one. I'm pretty proud of myself. My idea is that maybe I'll read all 4 of them and then do a roundup review video closer to the end of the year. So anyway, this arrived. Here's the unboxing video. Hi friends, I've got 3 packages to open, 2 from publishers, 1 is a book that I ordered off of Pango Books. So let's start with that. This is my first test run at filming a video clip since getting back from vacation because my kid gave me something that's affecting my voice. Some of you may know this. Well, hopefully by the time this video goes up it'll be fine, but I'm gonna attempt to film a mid-month wrap-up after this, like, fingers crossed it goes well. Okay, so this is a book that I ordered from Pango Books using some credit. And it is a book that I've already read and really loved and wanted to own a copy of. And that book is The Fiancé Farce by Alexandria Bellefleur. I had an e-arc of this from NetGalley and I just loved it so much. It's definitely one of my favorite romances I've read in 2023 and I wanted to own a copy. It is a contemporary sapphic rom-com with a contemporary take on a marriage of convenience and I love it a lot. It was fantastic and it's in great condition, so perfect. I am not sure what this is. It says it's from Liam's Vigil Publishing Company. I don't know. Let's open it up and see what's going on here. Of course, it opens on the side with my address. Oh, yay. Okay, I forgot about this. Yes. I got an email about this. Outlaw Mage by K.S. Vioso. I've been wanting to read from her in her traditionally published stuff, and this is from a small press. This book comes out in August. Book 1 in the Digian Puppet Master series. Maybe They Were Just Afraid of Your Fire, a beautiful book with heart. It doesn't really have, unfortunately, it doesn't come with much of a description, But KS is from the Philippines, and she writes queer feminist fantasy, and I've been wanting to read from her. This is the start of a new series, and it sounded good, so thank you to the publisher. I forgot about that. I will be reading that. You can expect to see it going on my TBR for August. Lastly, I've got a package from Penguin Random House. I think I know what this is. I think Penguin Teen was going to send me something, so let's see if that's what this is. Oh, this does not want to open. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. I hate these packages. They're the hardest to open. Oh. Is this what I have? It's a paperback. I don't think I was expecting a paperback. Oh, no. Okay, this is actually something else. All right. This is, I'm really excited about this. I am going to be doing a sponsored video, not on YouTube, but on Instagram and TikTok, talking about Starfish by Lisa Flips. This is a middle grade novel in verse about a fat girl, and it's supposed to be a body positive, fat positive book, which is very exciting. So I happily agreed to do some sponsored content for this. Hello, I've got a couple of packages to open. I don't know if you've seen my new hair yet, but I love it. It's so fun. I've never done color before and I'm a fan. Anyway, I had a package that I kind of already opened because I didn't know what it was. Somebody sent me something from my Amazon wishlist, which was very nice. So this is A Holly Jolly Diwali by Sonia Lally. I heard really fun things about this, and I just think this is kind of a cool, different take on a holiday romance. One type A data analyst discovers her free-spirited side on an impulsive journey from bustling Mumbai to the gorgeous beaches of Goa and finds love waiting for her on Christmas morning. This sounds great. Thank you so much to Kayla. Kayla said, "This book got me into reading more romance. Hope you enjoy it as much as I did." That was very nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. And this does look really great. See if I can get through the other package with it before I have to change the battery, but I might have to. I've got a package from Tachyon Press. They're a small press that does sci-fi fantasy mostly. Let's see what they sent me. Open. Here we go. Okay. Oh, 2 books. Okay. Oh. Well, they did already send me this one, and I have read it, and I really liked it. I think this was interesting. A Stranger in the Citadel by Tobias S. Buckle. It's a sci fantasy that was really good. I will direct you to my Goodreads review if you want to hear more, and one of my recent wrap-ups I talked about this. Then we have The Circumference of the World by Lavi Tidar. Yeah, I think the one thing is that I think like some wires get crossed there sometimes. There's like one publicist who just sends me what I ask for, but I think sometimes whoever else is working there just like sends everything to me. So that's probably how this happened. But The Circumference of the World, if you're interested, this comes out September 5th. Oh, and I should tell you, this one comes out October 17th. That's great. But September 5th, caught between realities, a mathematician, a book dealer, and a mobster desperately seek a notorious book that disappears upon being read. Only the author, a rakish sci-fi writer, knows whether his popular novel is truthful or a hoax. Interesting. Cool. So, thank you to Tachyon. Go check those out if you're interested. Let's open some book mail! I've got 2 packages from publishers and a pre-order from Barnes & Noble, which is very exciting. I know what the pre-order is. I have already read it, but of course needed a copy for my shelves. I feel like nobody's going to be shocked that I purchased this book. What could it be? Let's see. Only one of my favorite authors, who I read everything from. Silver Nitrate by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. Ooh, it's so shiny. Oh my gosh. That's cool. Oh, and it's kind of fun. It's like designed to look weathered, but on purpose. I love it. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So yes, Sylvia Moreno Garcia is auto-buy author for me. I love her books. I had an advanced copy of this from NetGalley that I did already read and review. I will direct you to the vlog where I read it if you want to hear my detailed thoughts. I read some amazing books in that. But this is set in Mexico City, mostly in the 1990s, and it is about a possibly cursed film and Nazi occultism. And it's so good. So this is horror, but it's very slow burn suspense with strong horror elements to it, very character driven, a lot of focus on the history of filmmaking, especially in Mexico. It's so good. Like everything I expect from Sylvia Moreno Garcia. So yay, adding this to my shelf. I think I own almost everything that she's published. I think there's like one book that I still need to buy, but yeah, I love this. Then I have a package from Macmillan. I'm not totally sure what this is. It could be a couple things. Let's see. Oh, yay! Okay, I definitely knew this was coming. Awesome. This is Masters of Death by Olivia Blake, another reprint of hers that was originally indie published. She had so much success with Tor Publishing, the Atlas 6, and some of her other books that they've been picking up. Oh my gosh, what? What? Oh, that's so pretty. Look at those end papers. Oh my goodness. I love it. Okay, what about the other one? Is there more? Oh, there's more. There's more. What? That's absolutely stunning. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. Oh, and there's more illustrations like through the book. I'm so excited about this. Listen, I have never had a bad time reading Olivia Blake. I know she's not for everybody. She has a very flowery writing style and a kind of melodramatic writing style, so I totally get why there are people who don't get on well with her books, but I love them. I have enjoyed all of them, so I'm excited to check this one out. Masters of Death. On the back it says, there is a game that the immortals play. There is only one rule. Don't lose. Viola Merrick is a struggling real estate agent and a vampire, but her biggest problem currently is that the house she needs to sell is haunted. The ghost haunting the house has been murdered, and until he can solve the mystery of how he died, he refuses to move on. Fox Demora is a medium, and though he is almost definitely a shameless fraud, he isn't entirely without his uses, seeing as he's actually the godson of death. When Viola seeks out Fox to help her with the ghost-infested mansion, he becomes inextricably involved in a quest that neither he nor Vi expects or wants. But with the help of an unruly poltergeist, a demonic personal trainer, a sharp-voiced angel, a love-stricken reaper, and a few mindfulness-practicing creatures, Vi and Fox soon discover that the difference between a mysterious lost love and an annoying dead body isn't nearly as distinct as they thought. That sounds absolutely delightful. I am really excited to read this. Thank you so much, Chator. So I'll be reading that one soon. Lastly, I've got a package from Hachette. Not totally sure what this is. Let's see. Could be... I know one thing it could be, but I'm not... We'll see. Let's see. I don't want to say and this not be it. Oh, okay. I think this is it. Yes, yay. Okay, so listen, I got a book, I got a book in the mail from Forever Romance that I was very excited about, a new Erica Ridley book for review, and they sent a letter with it with a riddle, and they said if you solve the riddle, you'll get a prize. So I solved the riddle, and this is my prize, is another romance book. So this is Always Be My Duchess by Amelie Howard. This is the new mass market paperback version. It's got a new cover, but this just sounded really fun. I guess the series is a take on 90s rom-coms, and this one is Bridgertons meets Pretty Woman, which sounds like a lot of fun. I'm guessing the Bridgertons is just the fact that it's a Regency historical romance, but yeah, Regency romance based on Pretty Woman. So I'm excited. This sounds like a delightful premise. So thank you so much to Forever Romance for sending me the historical romance novel of my choice as a prize. I've got more book mail to open. We've got a book that I ordered and some publisher mail. I'm a little late getting to this, but I'm excited to say that this is a book that I beta read for a friend, and I wanted to support her and buy a finished copy. I have not read the finished version. I read like an early version of it, but I feel like it's probably great. So see if they'll let me open it this way. Woof. Okay. There she is. This is The Inevitability of by Nika Marie. You might know her as Neeks if you follow her. She's lovely. And this is her very first novel. It's self-published, and it is like a paranormal fantasy about a young black woman. Oh, it's complicated. Like, how to even explain this? It draws on some things related to voodoo, but in a way that's not infringing on closed practices. So I think she was really careful about the way she did that. But yeah, I can't, how do I talk about this without spoiling it? She's home for the first time in a long time, and weird stuff is happening. And the guy that she liked from when she was a teenager is pursuing her, but he is a total creep. And there's magical things that she doesn't know about, family secrets involving magic. I guess that's all I'll say about it. But yeah, this was fantastic. So congrats to Niece. I'm so excited for you. Go buy a copy. Then I have a package from Macmillan. Not 100% sure what it is. It's probably from Tor. Oh, it's a finished copy of something. Oh, yay! Okay, cool. I just started reading the advanced copy they sent me, but I get a finished copy. This is Cassiel's Servant by Jacqueline Carey. I'm so excited. I'm doing a reading vlog on this, and then we're doing a chapter 3 podcast episode, me and Izzy, talking about Kushiel's Dart and Cassiel's Servant. So this is following the plot of Kushiel's Dart, but from Jocelyn's perspective, which I think is going to be really interesting. So I'm excited to get further into this book. I've like barely started it, but finished copy. Thank you, Tor. Beautiful. I love it. Lastly, I've got a package from Penguin Teen. This is one I have an e-arc of that I am currently reading. I think this is the finished copy of it. They reached out to me about it. Let's see if I'm right. I hate these packages. They're, oh my god, like the hardest to open. Make it easier. Okay. Oof. It is The Legacies by Jessica Goodman, her latest YA murder mystery novel. And this one follows a group of teenagers in an elite society, and somebody has died in the future timeline, and then it's going back and following different characters so we figure out who died, why did they die, what are the secrets. It's set in New York City, and so far I'm enjoying it. So thank you to Penguin Teen. Hello, I have more publisher mail to open. I am not sure what either of these packages are, so let's find out together, shall we? This one is from Hachette. It looks fairly small. Let's see. I don't know that I'm expecting anything from Hachette, but who knows? Sometimes I forget stuff. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, no, I didn't know I was getting this, but it looks kind of fun. This looks like probably, I'm guessing, a Cinderella retelling. Marry Me by Midnight by Felicia Grossman. Historical, yeah, this is definitely like a historical romance Cinderella retelling. Oh, but Jewish. Interesting. This sounds cool. All right. Awesome. Thank you to Forever Romance. That sounds interesting. When does this come out? This will be on sale August 8th if you're interested. This one is from HarperCollins, so let's see what it is. Ooh, pretty. Yes, I did know I was getting this, but man, that cover is gorgeous. Forged by Blood, book 1 of the Tainted Blood duology by Ehigbor Okosun. That is so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay. A brilliant new voice brings a brilliant new novel. Debut author Ehigbor Okosun's first book in an action-packed, poignant duology inspired by Nigerian mythology, full of magic and emotion, set in the highly atmospheric, complex world in which a young woman, having had everything stripped away from her, fights to survive a tyrannical society and seeks vengeance for her mother's murder and the spilled blood of her people. Sounds cool. I want to say when they reached out to me about this, it was because I had been such a fan of N.E. Davenport's duology. So, yeah, that looks awesome. Sweet. Thank you so much to William Morrow Books. Hello, I'm here with the final clip of this haul. I have a pre-order to unbox, and we are going to talk about how I did with my Read What You Own challenge for the month. Note that I am filming this a couple days before the end of the month, so it's possible I could make a little more progress than I have, but this will give you a pretty good idea of where we're at as of the end of July, moving into August. First up is a pre-order. This is the latest book in a series that I am not caught up with, but I just keep buying them. I'm not that behind, at least. I'm only one book behind, so it's fine. What could it be? Ta-da! It is Lightbringer by Pierce. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. It is Lightbringer by Pierce Brown. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of the latest book in the Red Rising series. And it has, ooh, cool. It looks like this one comes with a little poster of art. That is so pretty. Neat. I enjoy the Red Rising series, but I've only read Iron Gold in terms of the second trilogy. I read the whole first trilogy. I finally read Iron Gold, but I still haven't read Dark Age. Lightbringer is not as hefty as Dark Age, so that's encouraging, but how many pages is it? Is it just smaller pages? Okay. I mean, it's still almost 700 pages, so it's not short, but it is beautiful, and I'm adding it to my collection, and one day I will finish reading the series, although this isn't even the end of it. I think it was supposed to be, and then it's not. There's more, so... So that is the final book getting added to my collection this month. Lastly, let's take a look at how I did in July with trying to read down my owned TBR. At the beginning of the month, I had 182 books on my owned audio TBR. This was up 5 from the beginning of the year. I now am at 181, which is up 4 from the beginning of the year, but down 1 from the beginning of the month. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Ebooks have stayed exactly the same, 68 at the beginning of the month, 68 now, which is up 1 from the beginning of the year. That's fine. I don't buy or read that many ebooks, so whatever. Physical books, this is the big one. At the beginning of the month, I had 462 books on my own TBR, which was down 26 from the beginning of the year. Now it is at 458, not including Lightbringer, but it'll probably balance out because I might read another book before the end of the month too. So this is about it. 458, which is down 30 from the beginning of the year. Again, we're still chipping away at the damage my birthday month did to my TBR, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer to the lowest it's been this year. I'm pretty happy with this, especially with how chaotic of a month July was for me. I will take it. I have no idea what to expect in August. I feel like August is going to be even more chaotic because I have so much going on. The kids are doing some camps, but then sometimes not. I don't know. It's the summer. I try not to have very high expectations of myself for the summer. Final reminder, please use the links below to go and check out the Kickstarter for Chioma Volume 2. Again, Volume 1 is available to read now while you wait for Volume 2, but the Kickstarter launches today. And if you want to be a part of helping to support indie comics creators who are telling amazing fantasy stories from Africa, I highly recommend you go check it out. So link is below. If you're able to, go support it, go buy yourself a copy, or if this is too violent for you, go get Olaju, which is one of my favorites. I really love this a lot. So thank you again to PETA Comics for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys will go and check them out. I'm pretty picky about the sponsorships that I accept, and I really love what they're doing, and I think a lot of you could be into it as well. Talk to me in the comments down below. Let me know any of your thoughts or feelings on anything I talked about in this video. And for your question of the day, okay, here's a good one. Recommend a little known book or comic book that you really love, something that maybe is from a smaller publisher or is self-published or indie published, something that you think more people should know about but don't. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, it always helps if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.